I'm gonna crack open this. The only podcast to start with the cracking open of a beverage, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. We saved it.
Well, I see you were trying to prank me, so you shook up one of them, but then you accidentally gave it to yourself.
I was looking away and you did the spy thing where you swapped the glasses around like Kingsman. I'm about to pull a Kingsman and kill everyone in this room.
Dobie!
They're not bad, these.
That's not bad.
They hit alright.
That's very syrupy sweet. I mean,
Go those Germans. Not a single molecule of sugar in this.
really?
Yeah. Probably a lot of other artificial sweeteners that aren't sugar.
Is it German?
I don't know, but Aldi is. And that's where I got them.
Oh, it's an Aldi brand.
Yeah. This is an Audi home brand. This is their Pepsi Max.
Yeah.
It surprised me that they get away with all that shit.
Yeah, I guess Pepsi doesn't have a copyright on the colors red and blue and the letter X.
Yeah. Some of the other ones they do are so unbelievably... Like, the Audi grain waves are... The whole design of the packet is identical.
Yeah.
It's just they like photoshopped text is different. Yeah, it baffles me, but you know, I guess as long as you variate a little, there's not much they can do. Like Hungry Jacks can do like the Big Jack and be like, this is meaningfully different.
Yeah, that whole thing is an inside job, man. How it's such
Cross marketing,
Yeah.
cross promotion.
I was working at Hungry Jack's when they started that up, and everyone was going, "Oh my god, can you believe McDonald's is suing us?" And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, like
The amount of legal prep that would have gone into rolling that out.
yeah,
They would have made sure they were completely secure.
yeah,
Before, like, this isn't some small one store thing.
yeah, exactly.
Like, these guys would not risk a lawsuit like that,
yeah,
costing them millions of dollars potentially to just to ship one burger. You know,
exactly.
Like, yeah,
It's classic collaborative marketing.
But then you tell everyone that, and you look like an unfun loser.
Yeah.
Because we're autistic, bro. We should just say, yeah, dude, that's crazy. Like, that lawsuit's crazy, and we'd fit in better.
I've seen too many Legal Eagle videos to fall for this kind of shit anymore. Because I'm an unfun loser. And I mean, why do you think we started this podcast?
to info dump, basically.
Yeah.
I need to thank you because
Yeah.
the other day someone brought up Scooby-Doo, and I was like, I got a piece of trivia about Scooby-Doo
Oh, yes!
that you would not fucking believe. And then they were like, I don't care. Well, that was the vibe of how they responded. Yeah.
Did they...
They were like, what is that show? Like, I said to them about Dobie, and they were like, what the hell is that? And I couldn't tell them that I had a pod because they were a work colleague. I didn't want to tell them that I had a podcast
Why not?
about
Are
it.
you ashamed?
I just feel like someone somewhere, because I'm in a leadership role, is just gonna like clip this shit up and use it against me if they could.
Use it against you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have said something problematic, and they're gonna use it. I know they're gonna use it.
What are you going to say that's problematic, Carter? You may as well get it all
Dude,
out now.
we're talking office environment here. Anything even vaguely that way, they'll take it to the extreme.
You're going to get cancelled?
Yeah, didn't I do an accent once? I can't remember. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Did you do an accent? I remember you did a German accent at the last episode.
Yeah, I think I did a German one. See, I did a YouTube accent last episode too. So
That's not a cancelable offense.
yeah, I guess not. It's one.
You
of
should
them.
pull out your other accents that you do. Then you can get cancelled.
Well, depending on the kind of characters we see going forward, if I feel the need to do an impersonation just to enrich the experience for the listeners, maybe I'll bust out one of those. Famous, the man of many voices, as he called me last night. Man of 1,000 voices.
Man of 1,000 voices.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll clip up the bit where you were speaking about how you expected Charlie Wong to sound.
Yeah. He's in one of these episodes too. He has a line or two.
Yeah. He goes, Celia?
yeah. He like puts his glasses like. Yeah.
Anyway, Wire Paladin.
Yeah, okay. Can we stop? All right, before you do the intro, I was gonna look that up, but I wanted to save it for the pod. What is going on with Wire Paladin?
I didn't actually look that up. I should have done some background research on Wire Paladin.
Maybe we can speculate on Wire Paladin. Wire Paladin? Well, we need someone lawful good in the party.
Why are they producing this one episode and like they're never seen again on any other?
Yeah, they didn't even do 13. They didn't even do 12. They just did 11. Or what is it?
This is 13.
13.
Yeah,
Fuck, I was
you're
right the first time. They didn't even do 14. They just did 13.
Yeah, maybe it's like this episode got ripped from some kind of archive or like DVD box set that was created by Wire Paladin, and the other episodes were taken from somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured they were some kind of production company. Yeah. Anyway, Wire Paladin.
Welcome back to the only podcast that's primarily focused on the many lives of Dobie Gillis. I'm Cardo's co-host, Len, and I want to go on record saying Cardo is a nice man, as co-hosts go. The thing is, co-hosts can be very unreasonable. I want to take the podcast on moonlight tangents. Cardo says the podcast is too young to digress. If it's old enough to have a guest, it's old enough to digress. I mean, where does Cardo pick up these ideas? Must be the other co-hosts he runs around with. Why, here he is now. How's life, Cardo?
Very, very good. The other co-hosts we run around with might feature on next episode.
Ooh.
So if you're watching these in bulk, get ready. We might have a return of an old favorite, perhaps even some new blood. But yeah, I'm going well, man. I'm going well. I enjoyed the episodes muchly.
Muchly.
So I'm in a good mood. Yeah.
Yes, I'm in a good mood too. The Crows won again the other day.
Oh, who they beat?
They beat Melbourne, or Essendon as you might call them,
Very funny.
by 17 points.
Or Richmond, or fucking anyone over there is much the same.
It was more that Melbourne fucked up rather than the Crows actually played well. The Crows were okay, but Melbourne, like, they had so many opportunities to win the game and they just messed up every single time, fumbled a bag.
I hear from Amelia that the Blues are actually deciding to play football now.
Yeah, well, so they had 1 win and 9 losses. Editing line here. Carlton only had 8 losses. So just imagine every time that I say 9, I'm actually saying 8. Thanks. And then they sacked the coach. And now they've won 5 games in a row.
It's very telling.
Yeah. Like, what was the coach doing wrong that made this?
I have a family group chat with my partner Amelia's family. The dad put in a screenshot that was like, the Blues have won 5 games since having this new coach. And then the brother just said, shut the fuck up.
I wonder what the history is there.
No clue, but I think Amelia and her mum are like Blues fans.
Oh.
And I don't think the brother is. I don't know who he follows. Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay. A mixed family.
Yeah, we were too. We were like halfway split between Port and Crows.
Ah.
Yeah.
Miscegenated family.
What does that mean?
Miscegenation is an old-timey word for like a white and a black family that are like, mixed together.
Yeah, it was a little like that, I guess. Yeah.
We got no comments to read because I'm not done editing the last episode.
Woo!
Haven't uploaded it yet, so we're not going to be able to hear from Isaac just yet.
We're doing what's called banking them in the business. We're banking a few and then releasing.
I've edited up to Buck, he's alive. Brand new hit segment, Buck, he's alive.
Yeah. Perhaps that segment will return. It'll be up to my whims.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that segment develops.
I feel like it'll come when you least expect it.
Ooh.
It might not be every episode. It might, I want you to be surprised when it rocks up.
Okay. Ooh, I'm on the edge of my seat now. Because it's like, okay, he's saying that because he hasn't prepared one for today, but maybe he's just making me think that because he has prepared one.
The
for
double
today.
bluff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're doing some spy shit still. We're talking about Season 1, Episode 13, Couchville, USA, which first aired on December 29th, 1959, the last episode of the 50s.
Wow. Impressive.
That week, General Magruder warned the US about North Korea's large stockpile of weapons that had nuclear potential. A guy in New Jersey was robbed of 2 crucifixion relics given to his ancestors by Pope Benedict XIV. And Richard Feynman gave the first ever lecture about nanotechnology.
How was it? It was fine, man.
Clip that up.
Clip that up.
And the Justice League debuted.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yes, it was the first ever Justice League comic. The Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from our mutual friend Jacob.
Yeah, that's his area of expertise. He'd probably have a lot to say about this era.
I think there's a television series called Batman, the Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to watch those, and he would have like different sidekicks and team ups all the time. So in this episode, Dobie wants to take Thalia to the prom again. We a classic conundrum. But Thalia needs to see the $6 that it would take to get the tickets and the corsage before she accepts his request for her to be his date at the prom.
It's a perfect setup. Dobie must find $6.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
She gives him 2 days to get the $6, but then he later says to Winnie that she gave him a week.
Oh, really? I didn't clock that.
Yeah, so maybe she gave him an extension off screen.
Yeah. There's a couple of funny things in this episode like that. Did you clock when Thalia's like 2 years ago?
Yes, that's the best line of the whole episode.
Yeah, 2 years ago you chopped some heads off some carrots or something.
Yeah, he says that he's not going to skimp on the corsage, and she's like, yeah, 2 years ago you pulled the heads off some carrots and tried to give them to me.
In my mind, these people have known each other for maybe a few months.
Really?
Not 2 years.
But he's been in love with her since he was in knee pads.
Yeah, but their first interaction in episode 1 feels like they met then.
Yeah, I mean, they did introduce their names to each other.
Yeah, and I just... Look, it's not a plot hole or anything. I just don't...
I mean, it is a plot hole.
Alright, maybe it is a massive plot hole. But I just don't feel like 2 years have passed since episode 1 and episode 13.
No. I think in episode 2, they were going to go to the junior prom, and now they're going to the junior prom again. I don't know. I'd have to look back at it. But they were going to some kind of prom earlier on.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Of course you can't.
Shut up.
Thalia said the tickets were $5, but then on the poster it said the tickets were 5 cents. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah. Was that the prom or something else? Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, maybe it was just called the dance.
School dance.
Yeah. Thalia has so many good lines in this one.
Yeah.
Apart from the carrot one. Thalia says, don't bring me posies when it's shoesies that I need. That's a traditional like old folk song.
And Dobie's just not getting it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not the same old shit she always says to him. He's like, no, what? I don't understand. You know?
Yeah. Love doesn't butter any past this. Dobie's like, what? She said that to you like 3 times already in the history of the show, let alone before the show when you were in knee pads.
But he can recite literally her entire monologue about why she needs money to the point of saying it over her.
Yeah.
but the butter pasta, I don't know, what?
I love how when Thalia is also like, last year we didn't even get to the prom, and Dobie's like, yeah, we did, and she's like, not inside.
I want to get outside of it. I want to get inside of it. It's so fucking refreshing to have her back, to be honest. And this episode was like refreshing. This episode could have been like episode 1. Like, it feels like such a, like, reintroduction, return to form kind of episode. And I was just baffled. I was baffled that the same people who did the last 2 episodes did this one.
Yeah.
Because this episode is like, it's like actually about something. Like, it's about the tension between Dobie's dad's fixation on money and Dobie not working, and then Thalia's desire for money. And it's kind of like, it's kind of got a theme.
Yeah.
Which we haven't seen in a little bit.
And it's got like events that intertwine in a sitcom way. And unlike the last 2 episodes that were just kind of like a sequence of semi-related events that end up at a place. Not a point, but a place.
A place. They come to fruition.
I love when Dobie is like, he's trying to regain power in the situation, and Thalia is just fully mocking him, and he's like, do you have a date for the prom? And she says no, and he's like, well, it's getting a bit late, isn't it? And she just points points at 3 random guys at the bar, and they all come rushing over. Oh, Thalia, I'll take you to the prom.
The guy says the thing about the convertible.
Yeah.
And then the third guy's like, I'll saw the roof off my dad's sedan.
So good.
Sedan. And then looks on their faces when she's like, that's enough. And they pause for that moment. And they're like, oh, okay.
So good. And the middle one is Randy. Randy's back.
That was Randy.
It's the same actor who plays Randy.
That's awesome.
He's credited as Malt Shop Guy in this episode.
Even like, I'm not keeping track, and the showrunners are keeping even less track.
Yeah.
Like,
but it is the same actor, so I'm choosing to decide that is Randy.
No, that is absolutely Randy. I'm sure if he comes back in another episode, they'll call him Randy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll definitely keep up and not just give him a completely different name.
Yeah. I'm sure they will, Carter.
I'm sure they'll respect that. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dobie, he needs the money to take Thalia to prom. So he goes back home and he tells his mum about it, and Winnie has just convinced Herbert that he needs to be nicer to his son because teenagers are ambivalent.
Yeah, she's gone to a class about father-son relationships.
Yeah.
And
Herbert couldn't come because his feet hurt.
Yeah. And picked up this term, ambivalent.
She doesn't even know what it means.
Teenagers, I guess, they haven't made up their minds about who they want to be. I guess the implication there.
I guess. It doesn't make too much sense.
Not particularly. But that's kind of what I got out of it. But like they need to be shepherded. Like they need to be guided. They're like indecisive. They don't have a strong inclination towards one thing or another. The strong father has to come in and like give them like proper direction or something. But then that doesn't really like relate to what Winnie actually wants him to do, which is to be a big softie towards his son.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. The IMDb synopsis said that this episode was a subtle satire about the psychology trends of the day. So
oh, really?
Maybe the ambivalent was a word that was actually being used in that context back then.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there are elements of this episode that are making fun of that. Obviously, the couch scene comes to mind. Yeah. But let's take things in order, I suppose.
So Herbert is like, if you work for the money, then Herbert acts like it's him being generous, offering Dobie the chance to work at the store for the money. But every single episode, Herbert is telling Dobie to work for the store in the first place.
Yeah, but he lets him have $1 an hour instead of, the 70 cents.
Yeah.
Which is nice. There's that hilarious moment where Dobie's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll do 70. And then he's like, no, $1 and that's final. Yeah. And then he's like, wait, oh.
He gets fully duck season, wabbit season. Herbert has just imported a bunch of Polish ham that is like fancy ham.
$3.99.
$3.99, and he gets Dobie to stamp the $3.99 on each can
Which
individually.
is like $50 or something.
Yeah. It would be about $46, I reckon.
You reckon?
I didn't convert that one.
That's right, we can do that. Editing Len here.
Editing Len here, $45.95. So I was pretty much bang on.
Thalia calls him up, and we have just a weird, gratuitous foot shot.
Oh my god, what is going on with that foot shot, bro? This episode's got everything.
And I made something.
You made something?
Yeah, I made
Alright. You're just gonna show me foot fetishism, essentially?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll describe what I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, or
I'll
you pull it up.
probably put it in the video.
Written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, that is exactly where my mind went.
Yeah.
It is absolutely gratuitous.
Yes,
and she's sleeping in a bed that's like appears tiny.
Yeah. No wonder her feet are hanging off the end.
Yeah.
She doesn't even fit in this dang bed.
Yeah. Yeah, because she calls him to be like, actually, I'm not going to say no until you get the $6. I'm going to say yes. But it's heavily implied that you better turn up with the $6 and be able to pay for it.
It's a little bit out of character for Thalia, I reckon. Like, she's like...
She got a little soft spot for him.
She does. But usually she's able to overcome that.
Yeah, well, you got to give her her moments of, like, humanity.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, so she wants Dobie to pick her up from her grandparents' place. And she gives him the address, and the house number is 110. And so Dobie, wanting to remember it, he changes the stamp number from $3.99 to 110 and stamps it down. But then he forgets to change it back. So he stamps all of the imported Polish ham.
Yeah, which have a $2 markup, according to Herbert. So.
Yeah, which is like half of the price.
Yeah, it's an excellent markup.
Yeah. So instead of making $2 on each ham, he's actually losing like 90 cents. A customer whose husband just so happens to be the district attorney who is working on making sure that customers have rights against greedy merchants. They did not need to put this in.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It's fucking funny. Yeah, she's taken like every single ham off the shelves. She's coming with the trolley. She's got like fucking 10 hams, 20 hams or something. And he's going 110, 110, 1. Oh. It's so good, dude.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Herbert's so funny, man. And she's like, I just don't know how you do it with these prices. And he says, volume.
He also does an absolute fiendish rabid, I gotta kill that boy. Yes. I just gotta. It's real like, I gotta kill that boy. Gotta.
You really feel that he means it.
Yeah, it's one of his best. Honestly, it's one of his best. At the same time, the psychologist is in.
Yes, Dr. Gligger.
Dr. Gligger.
Gligger. Strange name. Herbert thinks that Dobie is intentionally trying to ruin his life. So he's asking Winnie what to do, and Winnie's like, oh, Dr. Kligger's here. You can ask him for some advice. And Dr. Kligger just gives him what in the modern day is just terrible advice. Like,
yeah. Your son simply must hate you.
Yeah. You just have to get him to admit that he hates you.
And then it'll be completely
It'll
fine.
fix everything.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It's definitely clear from the start. Like, they pull that bit of like, oh, it'd be $20.75. Here's the 75 cents. It was $20 for the consult. You can see, I feel like even from the moment he took out his notepad, I was like, he's going to charge him
Yeah.
for this 100%. Greedy psychologists they are. Yeah. So you're telling me if I get Dobie, I mean, if this random guy gets his child to...
Yeah.
Sometimes I genuinely feel like Herbert should be the main character.
Yeah.
He's so fucking good, man.
Yeah. At this time in sitcom history, it was pretty normal for the kid to be the main character of the family sitcom. But in the 70s and 80s, it would go on to be the dad being the main character.
Yeah.
So maybe Herbert was influential in that.
He's kind of like a married with children type.
Oh, you've been reading the comments again, haven't you, Cardo?
No.
Don't you fucking lie
No,
to me.
genuinely, I have no idea what you're talking about. What's in the comments?
In the comments of, I think, this very episode, there is someone saying, can you imagine Dobie's father as Al Bundy?
I wouldn't have joined the name to the show. That's how you know I'm being genuine.
Al Bundy, the main character of Married with Children?
Yeah, I just know it's Married with Children, and he's like, giving them money and shit, much to his chagrin. That's all I really know. This is going to come across as me being so scummy. I did not read the comments on this one this morning.
Piece of shit, Cardo. This is the bit that's going to get clipped up and you're going to get cancelled for it anyway. You're going to lose your job for being just a dishonest, facetious liar.
Fine, all right. I'm a fucking idiot. And my comparison with Married with Children was just stolen from a current. Fine, whatever.
So Herbert gets Dobie to lay down on the couch and just makes him say that he hates him, and Dobie's like so genuinely confused, like, no, I love you, Dad.
Yeah.
It's like,
this is another moment of humanity where Dobie isn't like an absolute rat.
Yeah.
He's like genuinely does not want to say that he hates his dad, even if it means he doesn't get the money to take Thalia out.
Yes.
Which is growth for him. I think.
Yeah. There's a second there where you see the smirk on Dobie's face and you think, yeah, he might take the $6 that Herbert is offering him. But he's like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then he's basically forced to. Herbert's like, we're through.
Yeah.
If you don't, like, basically, like, I'm done being your dad, I guess. Is like the implication there.
I'm going to disown you.
Yeah.
So he's like...
He's physically, I love that he's like pushing him back down onto the couch as well.
Without the laugh track, this would be a fucking disturbing scene.
Yeah, that's why I love it.
Like, this would be like a Ross without laugh track moment,
Doing some psychotic shit. You could probably easily do a Herbert without laugh track, even just based on the episodes we've seen. You could put together a good 5 minutes on that, I reckon.
When he's chasing him around at the end of It Takes Two. And just having...
Oh yeah, or when he's chasing Winnie around in the cop show.
Oh yeah.
Is that in this episode or the next
No,
one? Okay.
he's not a cop. He is wearing a hat that makes him look like a cop, but he's like
He's a delivery.
He's a delivery guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't worry, lady, I got him.
Yeah, call the manager.
I am the manager. And he's
I
like,
bet his own wife. Oh, what will he think of next? He's hilarious.
yeah, when he's like, he sounds so sarcastic when she says, he's my husband. And he's like, well, I'm sorry. Pardon me. Does this massive performance.
Stand out, bro.
There are no small roles.
No, best supporting actor. Easy, dude. Absolutely. Absolutely sold it. Yeah. But yeah. Dobie eventually says yes to the money forced down him.
Yeah, and then in the next scene, Thalia comes into the store and she's like, Mr. Gillis, why won't you look at the bigger picture? Dobie's so in love with me and I'm the best and I'll do everything and I like, why didn't you give him the money? And she's so angry. Herbert is just confused because he did give Dobie the money.
It's just that Dobie bought a tie with it.
Yes, and so Thalia leaves and then Dobie walks in and Dobie is like, Dad, I got you this tie.
Yeah. I think it's the other way around, man.
Oh, shit.
I think he gets him the tie first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, the audience knows at that point what he's done. Like when Thalia comes in, the audience knows that Dobie's bought the tie, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed this, but the tie that Dobie shows him when Herbert just like rebuffs him and says like, oh, you must be up to something. It's got like even stripes. of black and white. But then the tie at the end in the last scene, when he flips it over and he sees the $6 price tag, is like mostly black with thin white stripes.
Oh, really? That I didn't know.
It's
Yeah.
a different tie.
Oh. Is it then again different to the one that he goes on the date with Thalia with? Because that's implied to be the same tie.
Oh, I have to look at that.
Yeah. I can't believe you picked that up and you didn't go check that one. Yeah, that would be my first point of call. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't look at that. But yeah, why didn't they just use the same tie?
I have no idea. I have no
Did they
clue.
hire a tie and then they had to give it back before the next day of production?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that shot of the price tag was like filmed later for some reason. Like they wanted to narratively fill in that little point. Maybe they were like, oh, maybe the audience won't like quite get it unless we have this shot, and then they couldn't get the same tie or something like that. Maybe. Yeah.
It's just seems so weird to me.
It does seem very strange to me. Yeah.
In the scene where Herbert forces Dobie to say that he hates him,
Yeah.
he's like, after Dobie leaves, he's like, he hates me, and he seems happy about it. But then he starts crying, like, oh, he hates me.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's beautiful.
does Herbert? I guess Herbert actually does believe that Dobie hates him.
Yeah. Herbert always believed that Dobie hates him. This is consistent.
Isn't this?
But when he said it out loud, it didn't make him feel better. He was like, "Shit, my son actually hates me. This is like awful." Like he realized,
Yeah, it's a good moment of humanity, but it's like, isn't the much easier and more obvious solution that Dobie is an idiot?
I don't know.
Like from Herbert's point of view, like I guess we need this for the episode.
I don't know. I kind of get it. Like Dobie is already sabotaged the store so many times, but I guess it was always due to his stupidity. But I could go either way on it.
Fair enough.
For me, I believed it enough.
Yeah. Herbert sees the $6 price tag and he puts it together that instead of spending that $6 on the tickets and the corsage, he actually spent it to get the tie. And he starts going, Winnie, he loves me. Which is like pretty good. Earns the heart a lot more than the last two
Oh my god.
episodes.
By a mile. Yeah. And it's actually a funny fucking episode too.
Yeah, we cut to Dobie and Thalia going to the prom. And Dobie's wearing that tie, as he said. I did not even notice that.
Yeah. He's like, my dad gave it to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, that's really cute.
Yeah, that is good. And Herbert also sent Thalia a corsage.
Yeah, like a fucking big one.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
He must have put a lot of carrots together. So that brings us to You Rank. In this show, we rank on a 7-tier scale. If you think it was the best of the very best, it gets a great tawny animal.
If you think it was pretty damn good, it gets a real human being.
If you think it was, pretty good, it gets a good buddy.
If you think it was just right on average, it gets a no offense, none taken.
If you think it was a bit hard to get through, it gets a work.
If you thought it was pretty shit, it gets a nasty, nasty boy.
And if you think it was the worst of the very worst and should be struck from the record entirely, it gets a I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta. Carter, what do you reckon?
I have a feeling we may disagree on this one, Len.
Oh.
This one's going directly to Great Tawny Animal for me.
Wow.
Directly. I had a wonderful time with it. It had the right amount of heart. I thought it was pretty hilarious. Yes, maybe there were some inconsistencies, but for a comedy, I don't really give that much of a shit. No Maynard sucks, but No Maynard sucks. Hand of God, No Maynard sucks. But it felt classic. It felt funny. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
This is a classic Dobie episode. This is the Dobie and Thalia dynamic is like the core of the show. Getting back to this after being in the wilderness. You know?
That might be part of my rating as well.
Yeah.
Like, we've had 3 kind of stinkers and then 1 decent episode. But yeah, it's been like a bit of a average mid-season slump. Yeah.
Mid-season. This season has 36 episodes.
Oh, you joking? Yeah. I feel like the playlist I'm watching from does not have 36 videos, but I could be very, very wrong.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. We may have to torrent it.
Yeah, understood.
I can't give it a great tawny animal without Maynard or Milton or Zelda, very important character to this show, who's totally in. She's after Dobie and Maynard in the IMDb list. She's in the third most episodes of this show.
Well, I cannot wait for Zelda to return one day. So where would you put this one then?
I reckon this is a real human being.
I think that's fair judgment. Yeah.
And that brings us to the next episode.
Season 1, episode 14. It's entitled the Guancho, the Guado, the Gaucho.
It first aired on January 5th, 1960.
Nice, day after my birthday.
Our first episode of the 60s.
Yeah, beautiful.
That week, the first nuclear missile submarine was commissioned.
There's so many nuclear things happening
around
these episodes.
Yeah. The Project Mercury astronauts completed their basic training. If you remember Project Mercury, I told you about a few episodes ago. That was the super secret pre-Apollo astronaut missions that were going on. Val Kilmer was born.
Oh, beauty.
Cameroon became independent from France. Previous mentioned in the show, Albert Schweitzer had a bit to do with. The highest temperature ever recorded in Australia was marked at 50.7 degrees in the shade in Oodnadatta.
Wow.
And
that's stinking hot.
That is in the shade.
Yeah, that is fucking dangerous. Yeah. That's awful. I don't think in Adelaide we've had anything above a 43, 44 in over a couple decades at least.
Yeah. 50, man. Oh.
Yeah, man.
And Albert Camus died in a car accident.
Holy shit. I don't know him. He's a stranger to me. I got some for all of these today.
I just saw that twinkle in your eye. I'm like... So good. So what happened in this episode, Carter?
In this episode.
The Guancho or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
The Guido.
In this episode, the Gillis household needs to make more money. Herbert is absolutely desperate to make more money after the devastating loss from the hams. Last episode, there's some beautiful continuity happening in here that I've shoehorned in. Not acknowledged by the script, but, they are looking to house a boarder. Davey is, out traveling as he always is. They got a spare room. They want to house a boarder. Dobie is initially against the idea because he thinks that it makes them look poor. And he thinks that Thalia will absolutely hate them looking poor.
She won't be appreciative.
She won't be appreciative of it at all. Having propinquity to a boarder. Dobie's like, shit, what am I gonna do? I gotta hide the fact that we're looking for someone to rent here from Thalia. And so he goes outside and he's hiding in front of the sign.
Yeah.
And as Thalia goes by, and you're like, hey Thalia, how's it going? And she's like, so did you find anyone to rent yet? So she already knows that they're looking for a boarder and she is stoked about it. Consistent with Thalia's character, she respects the grind. If you're poor, that's fine if you're putting the work in. You should be trying to earn that money. That was established in the first few episodes that she was all about that. She says it's about time you got aggressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dobie's like, no, this whole thing was actually my idea. I got heaps of ideas. He's like,
I talked my dad into it,
Yeah, I talked my dad into it. And one day we'll get married. And she's like, can't get married if you don't have a car.
Yeah.
And he says something about hanging where would we hang the just married sign or something?
And she does a little fake laugh.
Yeah. Is this when the guy approaches right off the bat? No, he doesn't. Thalia goes away and then Dobie goes inside to talk to the both of them, I feel. Or maybe the guy rocks up right away.
Yeah, I think Carlos rocks up straight away.
Yeah. Carlos rocks up. Carlos Romero.
Yeah.
rocks up. A wonderful man from Argentina. Very well kept, handsome looking man from Argentina.
And he's doing this shtick where he says all the most simple words in Spanish, but the complicated words in English. It's like, if he didn't know English very well, it would be the opposite way around.
We'll fucking get to this.
I found it mucho satisfactory.
This man speaks, I'm going to point out right now, this man speaks extremely eloquent English.
Yeah.
There is no part of this character that seems to not have a mastery over the English language, in my personal opinion, at this point in the episode. And this may be relevant later. Anyway, he comes across as like super amiable. So Dobie's like, hell yeah, you should come stay with us. Holy shit, we're going to be going to the same school. This is awesome. You're like, you come from wealth, like your dad's a general, like you're like the coolest guy ever. So he brings him in. Herbert's like, what the hell's going on? Why'd you take the sign down? Dobie's like, we found someone. And Winnie is a huge fan of Carlos Romero. One of Carlos's key traits is that he loves to kiss women on the hand.
Yeah.
It's a very significant part of this episode.
It's a custom where he comes from.
Yeah, the custom where he comes from. And the best line in the episode is in relation to that, but we'll get to it. So Winnie is absolutely taken by Carlos.
Yes.
And Herbert is already showing some dissatisfaction with that.
Yes. Not mucho satisfactory.
Not mucho satisfactory at all whatsoever. So they make the introductions and they agree to house him. And then Dobie's like, yeah, like I'll take you down to the malt shop and we'll meet the gang.
Yeah.
They head on down to the malt shop.
And Maynard is playing something completely different on the piano.
It is so much more obvious.
Yeah.
I feel in this shot because I was paying attention since when you showed me and it told me in an early episode that he wasn't playing and stuff. It's so much more obvious now. He's just like running his hands like all up and down the keyboard. It's not piano. It's not even like close. Yeah. They go to the malt shop and Carlos is introduced to the gang. So Maynard's there playing the piano. There's a couple of other ladies there as well as Thalia. I can't. Do you remember their names? The other two ladies,
Marianne. And I don't remember, but they fucking rattled off a lot of Argentina information.
Oh my god! What a strange. What an absolutely unusual.
I don't know why.
It's kind of funny. Like I thought it was funny, but
they just did a class in school about Argentina, so they're rattling off all this textbook geography information about Argentina
that he probably already knows.
Yeah,
like
I think it might be just to give the audience who might not know anything about Argentina a little bit of grounding as to what it is.
It's so funny. I think Thalia's greatest moment in this episode is when she's like, oh, and the first Argentinian National Bank. She's like orgasming over the
and
bank.
He says that his father is the director. Just like,
oh. Yeah, she's, woo. She's so good, man. Oh, she's the freaking best. Yeah, so he Carlos introduces himself to the ladies and he kisses them all on the hands, and this is where my absolute favorite line on the episode is from Maynard, where he's like, he thinks they're popsicles.
My favorite line of the episode is when he introduces him to Maynard, and Maynard's like, "Oh, what country are you from? Argentina. What country are you from?
What country are you
from?" the audience like cracks up
goes
so much.
Crazy, dude. I was like, "Wow!"
Maynard is like smiling politely, and then his smile just drops.
It's so funny, but it's so the audience reaction to that to me like was such a sign of the times. Like, look at this, like beatnik, like he's an alien. Yeah, like it's so funny to make fun of him being, alien like that. Yeah, that is a great line. Yeah. What country are you from? All the women are very taken by Carlos, especially Thalia. Yeah, which Dobie clocks and is not particularly pleased with.
I mean, and she's impressed that Carlos's father is a generalissimo, but we know for a fact that Herbert was in WW2, the big one, first sergeant, and with a good conduct medal.
Yeah, he is impressed by Generalissimo. And somehow a director of the bank at the same time. Impressive. Impressive resume on Carlos's dad.
Yeah, I think for a country with a democratic form of government, that's sort of has a bit of a dictator corruption vibe to it. Like,
definitely.
Has a bit of a Middle Eastern type of vibe to the portrayal of him not only being a general, but being a director of the national bank.
Yeah, definitely. Powers have been very centralized among this guy. So introductions were had, and they pop back to the house where Winnie, because she is so smitten by Carlos, has like ordered all of these expensive things for his room. First,
fucking $48 for a rug.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's $552.78.
You piece of shit. I love the Herbert's like walking towards the room with the rug, and then she says how much it is, and he's like, all right, it's leaving. Yeah. And he like turns around and she fucking ducks it, man.
It's the classic shoulder plank gag.
Yeah.
But she doesn't get hit because she's not a character you can hit. If it was Maynard, he would have got smacked like 5 times.
Yeah, the audience would be losing that shit, bro.
There's a bit in the malt shop scene that I was like, no. When Maynard is like, and subbing in for Carlos, we've got Maynard. And I'm like, this isn't you, bro.
It is a strange scene too, that one. Like, he's like subbing in, and like in the shot, when they cut out to the wide, there's like this weird lighting thing happening where it's super like dark and weird.
Well, at the lighting has a bit of an effect. I don't know if it's like if it would have aired like this on TV or if it's like the way that it's recorded, but at the start and the end of every scene, it gets slightly darker for a little bit.
It's really noticeable in that shot.
Yeah,
really, really noticeable. Yeah, he goes to go kiss all their hands,
and they all go away. It's like, man, bro,
you're meant to be an ace icon.
You don't have to pretend, man. Yeah. This isn't you, bro.
Character consistency is not like the strong point of the writing team. Sometimes they do it alright. Yeah. Thalia is like relatively consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've ordered a very expensive rug and very expensive drapes on a payment plan.
I love that the courier goes like, oh, we got these drapes, and Herbert closes the door. He's like, you got the wrong address, and then the courier's like, Herbert T. Gillis, and he goes, we moved. Yeah.
So silly, dude.
Yeah, fucking $18 a month for 6 months. That's $108.
Holy.
Which is a whopping $1,243.76 for drapes.
For drapes, yeah. It's unprohibitively expensive drapes. I would be pissed off if I were as well. Yeah. And Dobie pops upstairs with Carlos, and they're talking about something, and then they're visited by Thalia.
Yeah, Thalia.
Who does a home visit. Yeah. Clearly to see Carlos.
Yeah.
Ever more noticeable at this point from Dobie that she has no interest in him.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, should we go out there soon? And Dobie's like, yeah, but she obviously means her and Carlos. And then she's like, oh yeah, we can make it a foursome. You can like go find someone to bring with you.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, who are we gonna bring? We can get Marianne or that other chick. And then Thalia's like, yeah, I don't care who you bring. We won't mind. And she goes arm in arm with Carlos. That was like a classic, you know that green text, don't worry, he knows. That was a total don't worry, he knows moment.
That was a don't worry, he knows. So Dobie's like, oh shit. There's a scene where, oh yeah, he's like, okay, we got to do something about this Carlos guy. So him and Maynard start plotting on the park bench. And they're thinking about, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And they're like, oh, Carlos, this is his first time going out with an American girl. And he speaks such terrible English.
Yeah, his English was awful.
His English sucks. He has not misspoken a single time.
Yeah.
He has subbed in some Spanish words, but like he seems really eloquent.
Yeah. He's
and
extremely articulate.
it's absolutely just out of this world to me that they're gonna fool him with these like simple terms.
Yeah.
But it is very funny.
Yeah, it
They're
is.
like, yeah, we'll feed him all these insulting terms and disguise them as compliments. So there's a scene where they're at the house and Carlos is like, oh, thanks for doing this for me. Yeah, no worries. So the first thing you want to say is like, tubby. And they rattle off all these ones. There's one that's like fit for the birds. Creep. Yeah.
Strictly for the birds.
Strictly for the birds, rather. Yeah. Creep.
Jughead. It means she's intoxicating to you.
Yes, it's where they store wine.
Like,
that's pretty good.
he doesn't understand English enough to not know these terms, but he understands the word intoxicating.
I guess that's consistent. Yes, he was saying all the big words in English.
When Thalia does the home visit, Winnie mentions Rudolph Valentino. He was a silent film star in the 20s who was the original Latin lover. That was like his nickname, and that became like a TV trope, the Latin lover.
Ah, okay. So she was comparing him to Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like one of the first sex symbols on American screens. And it's like, Winnie, this guy is in high school.
Yeah, that is. I didn't even think about the age gap there. Yeah.
But even worse than that is the actress playing Thalia is still underage at this point. So
Damn.
the gratuitous foot shot in the last episode.
Unbelievable.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's just deplorable to think about. Really.
Twas a different time.
Twas a different time.
But whither are we drifting? Where was Dobie and Maynard playing up to?
Yeah, they're feeding him all these terms. We go to the malt shop where Carlos and Thalia are on their date. Maynard and Dobie are sitting at the bar in the background, just kind of like listening in.
Yeah.
And snickering amongst themselves. Oh, and one key part of the plan that I forgot to mention, that we should mention, is that they specifically say, when it comes to paying the bill, you must split it. You can't pay for it all yourself. That's insulting in American culture for the man to do that.
Which at the time would be like, the audience would be like, whoa. They're telling him to do some fucked up shit, man.
This is crazy, man. Carlos, being the lovely guy that he is, does not see the blind side coming at all, and he does this all in failure. He calls her tubby. He says a few things that they did not go over in the scene. Like there are some extra words thrown in there. I can't remember which exactly, but
Slob.
Slob. Yeah, I think there's one later that's like, it's another like fat.
Later on, he calls. It's so funny when he calls Winnie Blubber.
Blubber. Yeah.
Farewell, Blubber.
He's calling Thalia all these things, and she's like kind of weirded out by it, but she doesn't seem to mind too much. It's not enough to overpower her longing for money and also perhaps her attraction to him as just a human being in general.
Yeah, she's like, with that cute accent, you can call me whatever you want as long as you keep calling.
Yeah, as long as you keep calling.
Maynard almost falls off his seat.
Yeah.
Classic bit.
Even the splitting of the bill, she's like, you're my guest. I should pay. If anything, I should pay for all of it.
Yeah.
Which is wildly out of character for her. Like, insane.
Yeah.
So Dobie and Maynard are like super disappointed, and Dobie's like, this shit isn't fair. Like, if I was the foreigner, it would be completely the other way around. And we have the
most indulgent dream sequence of all time.
A really crazy, like a almost high budget sequence for Dobie, where they basically rerun the initial malt shop scene, but with Dobie in the place of Carlos as an American foreigner.
Yes.
And there's
in Pedro Wong's
Pedro. They have like 50 different shots of different signs advertising Argentinian versions of
so just like
the American products. Once again, shout outs to the sign making department.
Yeah, they went through so much work. There's like a massive totem pole, like tiki head thing.
It is. Indulgent is a perfect word for it. Yeah.
They went to such ends. They put all the ladies in these like beautiful dresses with the hat veil things.
It is. If they put in less effort, it would have felt less problematic to me.
Yes.
As it is, it just feels gross. Like it feels kind of disgusting. Like if they just made it a little bit that way, it wouldn't have felt that bad. I don't think. But like, just they went so all in.
So bad.
Yeah. But it is funny, so I'll give it that. It's not like bad and completely unfunny. It's kind of funny that Dobie like grabs all the girls and like fully like bends them over and kisses them. And then they're like, he's like, oh yeah, I can book you in for another kiss in a week's time, 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
Make sure you're here and puck it up.
Yeah.
So there's some pretty funny lines in the scene, all things considered.
There's a line where Thalia says, "Yankee, don't go home," which is a play on Yankee Go Home, which is an anti-American, like Latin American, like slogan against American intervention, which they've been doing in the entire Western Hemisphere since forever. So
crazy line to put in.
yeah. It goes on for a while.
It does go on for a while, that sequence. There's a lot of different
having made it being like, whoa, this guy's a hot tamale.
Yeah, some of it is pretty cringe. Yeah, funny yet cringe. Mixed feelings about that scene. I have mixed feelings. Yeah, slipping out of the dream sequence. He returns back to the park bench and he's like, oh, sorry, do you have something you want to say?
When Dobie is coming out of his fantasy sequence,
yeah,
Maynard's like, where'd you go, buddy? And he was like, yeah, man, I was out of this world. And Maynard's like, did you see anyone I know?
I always, just to break away, so that some of my favorite parts of doing this podcast with you, Len, is that you want to quote every single Maynard line. Yeah. And if I ever go past a scene with a Maynard line, I can feel it like coming from you at this point. Where you're like, no, we gotta go back and drop this sick Maynard line.
If Maynard were in the last episode, I would have given it a great 20 out of all.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of the only things standing in the way for you. You know, I missed him for sure. Dobie returns to the park bench to continue to ponder over what he's going to do about this Carlos situation, and Herbert rocks up too, and he's like, "Man, we gotta do something about this Carlos character. Like, my whole life's being taken away from me. Winnie's like completely ensorcelled with this man. What the hell are we gonna do?" And I don't think they hatch a plan together. I think they're just kind of wallowing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah.
Herbert does his first thinking pose.
Yes!
Which is huge.
Yes, so now on the list of thinkers, we got Dobie, Maynard, and now Herbert.
Huge. Gotta get some women in there.
Yeah, we need some women thinkers.
I'm putting money on it now. On the final episode of this podcast, I will give you $350.
Whoa!
If Zelda has not done a single thinking pose on the park bench. See you guys in a few years' time.
It's gonna be ages, man.
And what will you give me if she does?
I already know the outcome of the bet, so...
you know she does. Oh. Maybe there's a big scene where like everyone on the cast like sits on the park bench and they all do the think, and then that's like the last shot of the last episode.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they're just kind of wallowing, and they go back to the house, and the Carlos's dad has arrived. He's just like dropping in to like check on his son, I guess, only for a little bit. He's got like people to see, places to be. Yeah,
just to meet Mrs. Gillis and see where his son is saying.
Yeah.
We have a scene where they're speaking in Spanish with no subtitles.
Yeah.
But basically it's just like, and this is the Gillis store. Oh, it's beautiful. So I want you to meet Mrs. Gillis and I want you to make a good impression. You got to say these things to her. And it's all the insults.
Yeah.
And he's like, una palabra musical. A musical word.
Okay, yeah. I think I got most of the... I don't feel like I kind of got all the vibe without the subtitles. I think there's enough like almost English words in there that you can just follow along. All right.
And at this point of the episode, I'm like,
yeah.
you know what's gonna happen. It's
so
funny.
It's great. Yeah. They go in to meet the family. What is his actual name? He's Generalissimo. Did they give him like a name?
Oh, I think his name is Sebastian. I don't.
Oh, Bach.
Yeah, his name is Johann Sebastian Romero.
Perfect. Johann. Yeah, he comes in and he says all of the insult English words to Winnie. He calls her blubber. That's what he said. This place is strictly for the birds. Which is super insulting to the household.
Yeah.
And all that. And he's super smiley and pleasant about it the whole time, which is fucking hilarious. Yeah, and then he's like, oh yeah, just a quick in and out and that's it.
And Winnie's like, what the fuck? I've got fucking $1,200 drapes. This guy thinks it's strictly for the birds?
Yeah, so like he leaves and that's like kind of sort of how it ends, I think.
We get a scene of Dobie being like, oh, you should have seen Mum's face when this man was extremely insulting to her. It's hilarious. And Herbert's like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. They're getting along this episode, those two.
Yeah. I guess, they found out in the last episode that they do love each other.
Yeah, maybe there is some more continuity after all. That brings us to You Rank. Len, if you thought this episode was the best thing ever, you would give it a great tawny animal.
If you thought it was really, really good, it gets a real human being.
If you thought it was pretty damn good, gets a good buddy.
If you think it was just okay, it gets a no offense, none taken.
If you thought it was kind of below average, it gets a work.
If you think it was pretty bad, gets a nasty, nasty boy.
And if you thought this episode was strictly for the birds, it gets an I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
Oh, man.
Len, how would you rate this episode?
This is such a good episode, man. It's got Maynard. I love every Maynard line except for when he is pretending to be interested in girls. I love Thalia. Like, in these old shows, it is so rare for female characters' desires to actually be any kind of driving plot in the episode. They're almost always the object of desire, and it's so rare to see them actually making choices that affect the plot. And,
yeah, definitely.
I love
any episode that has Thalia front and center is just excellent, and just shows like how talented she is, that she like kind of carries every scene that she is in. Yeah, she's just like excellent.
Yeah. The fantasy sequence goes on for so long. I want to give it a great tawny animal, but the fantasy sequence is like, it's bringing it down for me. I think it's going to have to be a real human being.
I would give it a real human being also. Yeah. I have great affection for this episode too. I think I preferred the last one a little bit, but I had a wonderful time with this one. I feel, much the same as you, like, Maynard great, Thalia great, the parents are amazing in this episode as they were in the last one. The kind of problematic stuff is kind of where I have some reservations. But it wasn't like gratuitously bad to the point where it like brings the rating down massively. But it doesn't enter that like absolutely goated tier of like near perfect episodes. But
it's not
it's a very, very
Milton
good.
In it. Imagine if Milton was
counterbalance
competing with Carlos.
Oh man, that's it. At the end of this season, we'll write our perfect episode. That's it'll be super indulgent. We'll just have every single thing that we want. Maynard will get drafted into doing something. We'll do some of these. Yes. Just all our favorite moments in one fell swoop.
That'll have a bit of bing bong.
But yeah, no. Two back to back like solid classic episodes. I think super happy with both of them. Fantastic. Yeah.
I said in the last episode that when you go to the Wikipedia page for Dobie Gillis, there's a picture from this episode that comes up.
It's this one, is it?
I was wrong.
I was thinking about that when I was watching it. I was like, is it going to be Herbert in the maid outfit? Or like...
I got it mixed up with another episode where there is a French character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I remembered one other thing. I don't know which episode they mention it in. I feel like it's this one. Thalia is like, oh yeah, I think Thalia is talking to Carlos and she's like, do you want to go to the theater and see the monster that devoured Cleveland?
Yes.
And in my head, I was like, I'd be rooting for the monster.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's still in cinemas. It's been 2 weeks, so it's not that long for. I mean, it's running well. I mean,
yeah.
I wonder if it'll get another mention.
Yeah. Maybe that's like, it can be a running bit. It can be the movie that's always seems to be on.
Yeah, in the last episode of the podcast, I was trying to figure out the plot hole of Dobie's age. And how he was already 17, but now he seems to be turning 17. But I was basing that on Herbert saying, 17 years ago, I was yelling for a boy.
Oh, but he was yelling. Yeah.
Yes. So maybe Herbert only found out that Dobie was a boy when Dobie was 1 year old. That solves everything and makes it all make sense. Because now Dobie is turning 18, but 17 years ago, Herbert was yelling for a boy.
And still in high school.
Yeah. In junior, which is like year 11.
Yeah.
So.
And he's known Thalia for 2 years.
Yeah.
It all checks out. It's always fine.
Timeline secured.
We've patched the plot hole. We filled it up. Any closing thoughts?
Leave a comment. On the next episode, we'll read out the comments from the last episode.
Yeah.
And depending on the sequence of events, maybe from this episode.
Yeah, it might be a double feature. Yeah. So leave comments on both. If you leave a comment on one, leave the same comment on the other.
Then we got to read it out twice to
Yeah.
get double the airtime.
Yeah. Put the first half of your comment on the first
It'll be
episode. Put the
cliffhanger.
next half on the next one.
To be continued.
To be continued.
We'll probably have an extra long comment section, depending on if main man Moe leaves 3 comments again.
Yeah. I don't feel like we have a hashtag Team Len and a hashtag Team Cardo for that. I feel like we agreed on too much this episode. Like we had a slight different rating for the first one, but that doesn't feel like too much of a dichotomy to base a whole hashtag on. You know, this is serious business. Yeah. If you think Len should keep asking me what the monetary conversion rates are instead of writing them down himself, go hashtag Team Cardo. If you're if you're completely over the fucking conversion rate bit, put a hashtag Team
Everyone.
Old Money. Hashtag Old Money. Hashtag Old Money.
I mean, just felt like it was a bit repetitive to keep asking you. So I'm doing it so that we have context, but I'm not gonna just keep asking you the same question over and over.
I think from now on, when I do my synopses, I'm just gonna say, you know, $7, yeah, that's like $80, and then we'll just move on. Even if it's wrong, we'll just move on with it.
Yeah, no, that's...
And when you do yours, you can do the same, but like the well-researched version.
Yeah.
And then the comments can correct me. We'll leave it to them. We'll give them some initiative. It's a call to action.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to take initiative, you can correct us in the comments.
And we will be appreciative. Thanks for listening.